on the IR for the last week, but in honor of that, we are going to trade Elias Pettersson, JT Miller, and rebuild the Vancouver Canucks. Fellas, I am back. The voice is still gone, but we are back after a week without even touching this game. First off, I want to say thank you guys for 100 subs. It means the world to me. We on the road to 200, you know what I'm saying? Keep this going. In today's video, we are going to be trading JT Miller and Elias Pettersson, so let's see what's going to happen here. But to make this fun, I'm going to give them 8 team no trade clauses. We're looking at JT Miller's first. Here are the 8 teams that we can trade him to. It's absolutely cooked, but what a trade this could be. We have to take on Yakov Trenin. Was 3.5 for 4 years. That is chopped. Jared Spurgeon at 6 mil, but we get Marco Rossi, could be a number 1 centerman down the line, and then Zeev Boyum, who could be right behind Quinn Hughes. That would be electric. Trade we could do with the Carolina Hurricanes. Martin Necas, I don't think he would re-sign with us, but I mean, having a guy like this to replace JT Miller would be so nice. We have to take on Kotkaniemi. We can get one of these first round picks. I feel like it could be worth it. Fully want to just tank. We could have 3 juicy first round picks if we trade him over to the Boston Bruins. So we got a lot of options here. This video could just literally just be trading them too. That would actually be kind of sick. But look at the amount of no trade clauses on this freaking team. There is no way we are going to make a trade go through. Yeah, I think it's literally impossible. So, Toronto, you're not getting JT Miller. The last team we could trade him to is the Florida Panthers, where we do still get the 3 first round picks, and we get Anton Lundell and Losterainen, which would be pretty sick, but I don't know if I want to trade him to the Champs. Really, for Pettersson, I think it's the exact same teams. It literally is the exact same teams. So we could basically get any package we want. Get Necas, we could still get 3 first round picks from a team. We could get 6 first round picks in total. It really depends where we want to take this, but we also have guys like Quinn Hughes, so we don't want to sell too quick. Although we kind of have to trade both of them. Demko's 28, I think Besser's 27, Lekermaki's 20, so we have a weird timeline here. I think for JT Miller, we're going to try this. The Boston Bruins, I think they're going to be worse than the Florida Panthers. I mean, we're taking Charlie Coyle, we're taking Trent Frederick, 2 guys. I mean, Charlie Coyle's just a salary filler. They don't want Frederick. They will give us 3 first round picks for JT Miller. I feel like we're getting finessed, but you know what? We're going to try it. I feel like Boston's one of those teams that could fall out of the race, and we just apparently got absolutely finessed. It's a crazy trade for Elias Pettersson. Oh, do we want to trade him in conference, though? That's absolutely cooked. But, I mean, we could get Zeev Boyum and Marco Rossi. That's absolutely insane. I don't know if I can turn down this value. I mean, we could go get Necas. But, I mean, we don't really need Zeev Boyum, though. I think Necas is the play here, even though we have to take on Kotkaniemi. And we have to retain 600k, which is diabolical. But you know what? We're just gonna go for it and see what happens. Can we even get one? We can't even get a first round pick. That is cooked. I wonder if we can get Nikishin then, because he is on the block. Although yeah, there is no way this goes through unless we flip those Boston picks. So you know what? We're just gonna go as far down as we can here. 475 retained. 2 for 2, a straight swap. I don't even know if this will go through. It literally won't. Do we want to pay extra? I don't really know, but I mean, we have this Ottawa Senators 4th round pick, and I feel like that's okay to give up. Never mind. Looks like it's not going to work, and I don't think it's realistic to give up more. We're going to try and trade Pettersson here for Thomas Harley and Logan Stankoven. I don't really know where they fit, but they're going to find a place on this team. We're going to see if we can even get this trade to go through. One pick won't do it, no picks won't do it, and I'm not giving up extra. I don't know why I just turned country there. But you know what? I have another idea. Obviously, you're going to start with 3 picks, you know what I'm saying? Actually, take out 2025. You guys are going to be absolutely stacked this year anyways. We're going to try and get Jason Robertson. I feel like Jason Robertson could be a guy who's on the move. And I mean, like, I don't know why he would want to come to Vancouver, but we're going to see if Jason Robertson will come here and team up with Quinn Hughes. And will no picks do? Oh, wow, that's very much on our side. I wonder, can I swap out Dumba for Thomas Harley? Trade is rejected. Do I want to do this? I feel like this is worth it. Esselindel has a no trade clause. Heiskanen has no clause somehow. But I feel like this package right here is better than Rossi and Boyum. And it's a lot more doable. Although these guys do have to get extended next year. You know what? I will be the guy to pay Jason Robertson because I think he can be an absolute stud. And I don't know what to do here. You know, will this 4th round pick work? Oh man, I feel like we're right there. Let's see if we can waive Tyler Myers' no trade clause. God damn it, we can't waive that. We'll see if we can waive, what's his name, Jake DeBrusk's no trade clause. Let's see if we can do that. And we can't do that. That's some bullshit. Low-key, if I retain Charlie Coyle, this trade could go through. And it is rejected. That is awful, man. But if we throw in these 2 4th round picks, we have ourselves Jason Robertson and Thomas. Come back to Minnesota. Marco Rossi, Zeev Boyum. Are you guys coming to, what is this, Vancouver? No. Oh man, I feel like we're right there, bro. This 4th round pick's gotta do it. No? God damn it. We're gonna keep Pettersson. We're just gonna make his season goal like a short-term one. And we're gonna just trade him either at the deadline or at the draft is probably more likely, I'm gonna assume. So Pettersson get 30 assists in the first half of the year. Okay, so I mean we do have to trade Pettersson at some point. It's in the title. I'm not gonna scam you guys, but here is the roster for right now. We have DeBrusk, Pettersson, and Besser. Charlie Coyle slides in there. But we really did that trade for the draft picks. Do I regret it? A little bit. But you know what? Like, it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. We're going to make Besser the shooter because I want him getting good, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's simulate until the deadline, see if anybody sick is available. And if not, we're just going to go straight to the draft and trade Elias Pettersson. Still a playoff team. I don't know what's going on, but we are absolutely cooking. Quinn Hughes, 66 points, over a point per game. Brock Besser, there is the power play goals, even though he's not doing anything on the power play. Pettersson, 63 points. Hopefully he gets traded for a ton. I don't think we're going to trade him right now, but, you know, maybe we will. Demko's playing well. Let's see what's available at the deadline, boys. Boyum and Rossi trade done right now. I mean, I was waiting for draft picks and stuff, but Pettersson's not going to get traded. Like the team that wants Pettersson is not going to give us a big draft pick. So you know what? We're just going to go for these picks from Minnesota. 1st round pick for Elias Pettersson is not going to go through, which is kind of insane, but you know what? I kind of see their perspective of it, but 2 4th round picks is about to get it done. Bang, and no, it's not. This is absolutely cooked. You know what? I'll trade our 2nd next year for 1st, move up 1 round, and then I'll add Ottawa's 4th, and we got ourselves a fuck off. Trading for just Rossi and Boyum. Hopefully Zeev Boyum turns into something good. I don't really know why we would need him, but you know what? He's the only good player on the block. Marco Rossi, Yakov Trenin for Pettersson, and this trade is about to go through. We have ourselves a clear slate here in Vancouver. What, since we lost all our chemi, or like all our boosts and stuff, because Pettersson had the X Factor, we're going to try and get all of our players playing right. And Filip Hronek, oh my god, that is absolutely massive that Filip Hronek just signed that. Because now if we go to the top pair, it should be plus, what, 4? Plus 3. That is absolutely perfect. Extension, so we're going to go 10 mil over 8 years and see if Brock Besser will sign that. I think he will. Hopefully he will. Oh man, there's so many contracts to give out. Trent Frederick, is it worth it bringing him back? I mean, 28 points plus 12, depending on what these guys want. I feel like it is worth it to bring these guys back. Didn't check the cap space. So Trent Frederick and fucking Peter Suter signed, and we can't sign Brock Besser. Oh my god, oh, that is gonna piss me off. That is going to, oh my god, I swear. Who can we get? Fucking Tyler Myers? Why would you give Carson Soucy a no-trade clause? What are you doing, bro? Why can't I buy this dude out? Are you kidding me? We're gonna lose Brock Besser because of that bullshit. We're gonna have to pull off some magic here. But you know what? We're gonna check if Brock Besser can become a first liner. That would be absolutely huge. And he, of course, is going to be absolute beauty for your Vancouver Canucks. Oh man, that you love to see that. First in the division, Quinn Hughes and Brock Besser. Oh my god, if Brock Besser asks for more, I'm going to actually... Piers Suter and Trent Frederick are getting cut instantly. Jake DeBrusk, point per game. Hoglander at 60. Marco, how did you do with us? Only 12 points. You know what? We will take anything we can get here. And then in net, Demko, absolute beauty. Entire league, Vasilevsky at 49 wins. That is cooked. Ivan Demidov made the Canadians and is up to an 85 overall. Cale Makar had 98 points, because of course he did. And, okay. Joking, this cannot be real right now. There's no way we just drew the Minnesota Wild. You guys hear my voice going. I don't care, we're going to persevere through this. There's no way we just drew the Minnesota Wild, who have Kaprizov, Pettersson, Matthew Boldy. That is the nastiest first line in the league. It has to be. Eriksson X, Zuccarello. This team is so nasty. What did I just create? Oh my god. What? I don't really care about the playoffs this year, so it's completely fine. I just fucking Piers Suter. Why didn't I check that? But that's okay. We lose in 4 games to the Minnesota Wild. We are going to win that trade. We are going to. It may take time, but we are going to. Draft, and first things first, we gotta shed some cap. And there's no picks to be moved until 19. That is outrageous, but we gotta shed some cap real bad so we can sign Brock Besser. Legermaki's at an 80. That is perfect. But first things first, Charlie Coyle. Appreciate your service. Nobody wants you. That is perfect. Yakov Trenin. Oh, there's some suitors. Yakov Trenin. You know what? We're going to screw the Bruins over because they have the picks that we want. So, you know what? We will take this 151st overall pick. Boston, Vincent Desharnais, $2 million. Shout out to you. You're getting shipped off. And I think that's the last of our really bad contracts. You know, we have Dakota Joshua, but you know, it's just some things just don't feel, you know, morally right, and so I'm not gonna trade Dakota Joshua. 5s in the history of a draft. Matthew Schaefer, 82. James Higgins, 81. He put up 105 points with the USND or with the Boston College. I think he was playing with the development program, but it's all good. Sean McDonald, a random auto-generated dude. Porter Martone had 52 goals. And Michael Misa had 95 points. Tyler Myers have a no-move clause. Does he have a no-move clause for the entirety of it? He has a 1 more year on this. What about Carson Soucy? I swear these guys are, like, just so dumb. Okay, Carson Soucy is up after this year. We can deal with that. But Charlie Coyle, what? Charlie Coyle wants to be traded here. Glitch in the game that Charlie Coyle actually doesn't want to be traded to the Washington Capitals, which is completely fine. We could trade Connor Garland, which is probably stupid because Connor Garland's one of our best players, and he is the heart and soul. But I mean, Cole Hudson would be absolutely electric to get on this team. We have Zeev Boyum, we have Quinn Hughes. I don't think it's smart to get a guy like Cole Hudson. Yeah, that's probably not a good idea, but I did see... Oh, Logan Hensler goes. I was like, what just happened? I did see Carolina's 19th pick on the block. That is something I'm 100% interested in. If we can get Natchez as well, that would be sick. But you know what? We're just going to settle with this. We're going to have up 26 and this Ottawa pick. And this Boston pick. I feel like that should be enough, right? Trade accepted. There we go, and we are up to 19. Okay, so Handel just went Frondell, medium elite. Malcolm Spence is medium elite. I don't think that's right. Maybe he grew. Maybe I have to change that. Maybe they did that in the update. Jovanovski, 81. Ryabkin, Jackson Smith there. So there's some good players in this draft. This is a really good draft. Jordan Gavin, Braden Coots, Nilstrop. I don't think this guy's real. I know Ekberg is. Wow, there's a lot of players here. Warren could go Ravensburgen. This guy's supposed to be in the first round. You know what? We're gonna pick from the top of the board here. Jordan Gavin, Braden Coots does play in Seattle. I don't know what Braden Coots' potential is. I feel like it's something around medium elite. So we're going to take Braden Coots. He is medium top 6, but 65 overall is pretty good. Overall pick. Could take this guy out of the SHL, Preston Lutz. He is a real guy, so he could be pretty good. Cameron Schmidt's probably top 6. This American guy could be really good as well. Kotavari is 100% top 4. Zachary Morin is probably low franchise. But you know what? We're gonna stick to the Vancouver theme. We're either gonna take this Swede or this Dane. I feel like we have a lot of small players though. We need to get a bit more size on the team. Nobody here is tall. Kotavari, Zachary Morin, Carter Bear, who's dating some girl from my school. This guy, Lakovic, he's supposed to go pretty high in this year's draft. Top 6, 67 power forward. There gets signed here for 10.4 without a full no movement clause, which is absolutely perfect. So we technically can trade him. I mean, it's obviously the teams we can trade him to are a little bit different. Hronek, I didn't realize had a no movement clause. Okay, that gets done in a little bit, and then Jake DeBrusks. Okay. So you know what? This team's slowly coming together. We can extend Connor Garland now. And, I mean, that's a pretty good deal. Big time extension. 7.75 over 6 years. The cap is rising. Shilovs, I mean, we could extend you. I don't know if we want to. We'll think about that later. We don't really need to think about that right now. Carson Soucy, get the hell out of here, probably. And everybody else, I think, is good other than Connor Garland. I'd like to re-sign him. He is the heart and soul of this team. And I mean, $4.75 million. Can we get it down to 4.5 if we include a no trade clause and a modified one? Give him an 8-teamer. We can get it down to 4.25 mil. If we go up to like, okay, yeah, that's a bit crazy. Let's just go like 4.4 and we got a deal, you know what I'm saying? 8 million cap space. We're going to sign Dante Fabro here because we kind of need a right shot defenseman really badly. We honestly might need a couple, so we might sign another guy here. Someone down here just fits every pair, you know what I'm saying? Like Dylan Coughlin, that's a perfect signing right there in my book. A solid, 1 year at, 1.5 mil. How is he asking for more? I have no clue. Jets legend Dylan Coughlin, welcome to the team. Fellas, so I think this first episode is just going to be rebuilding the core of this team, trying to find the identity of this team, and figuring out how fast we can build a winning franchise. But here is the team. I mean, we got Zeev Boyum and Marco Rossi called up. We got still 2 first-round picks in the bag, man. We have a big-time prospect pool here in Vancouver. We have a core. We have 4 elite prospects here. A couple top 6s from the last draft. We have 2 top 4 high defensemen. This team is slowly but surely coming together. We are here at the start of the year, and we're going to do a couple things. First thing is chat to Quinn Hughes, our captain. And I mean, hopefully he's willing to. God damn it, Quinn Hughes. Oh, you're the captain. You're supposed to be changing for the fellas. But you know what? That's okay. Marco Rossi. Hopefully we at least get one of these guys. And Marco Rossi is going to become a full-time first liner. That is sick. As you can expect, if we're just getting through the core of the rebuild until we make a Stanley Cup contending team, then yeah, it's just going to be simulation, because I want to see this JT Miller draft picks go through. But you know what? Maybe we've already created a cup winning team. We'll have to see. Finally got an injury, and it is to one of our best players, which is really unfortunate. Marco Rossi is down with an injury. I don't really want to play Teddy Bluger on the first line. So we're going to move Trent Frederick up. We're going to move Charlie Coyle up. We're going to move Suter up. And we're going to put my boy Teddy Bluger on the 4th line. And that's how we're going to rock for now. Frederick is out for a month. That's actually so crazy. I moved the injury slider up by 1. And we are getting all these injuries. But you know what? Our boy Teddy's just going to slide in there. And we're going to run it like that. So many injuries all of a sudden. What is going on? I mean, I like it because I want injuries, but I raised it from 8 to 9, and all of a sudden there's so many injuries. I don't even know what to do. You know what? Dayton Heinen, you're probably not playing anywhere anyways. Carson Soucy is going to play on our 4th line, and that's how we're going to run it. God, how many injuries, bro. Am I about to turn it down back to 8? No, I'm going to stick with it until the trade deadline. But, yeah, I don't know why this keeps happening. Hey, fellas, so we are here at the deadline, and that is some bull right there. The freaking, what is it called? The injuries, when you put them at 8, they don't do anything. So that is a rough one right there. But you know what? We're just going to head into the trade deadline. We are 38, 18, and 6. What a team this is right here. That is actually diabolical. We are first in our division. Quinn Hughes has 65 points in 62 games. Jake DeBrusk is a point per game. Brock Besser has 60 points. Rossi has 47. Charlie Coyle has 42. So if we want, we could trade him. I don't know if we're going to do that, though. Oh, man. Hoglander, 34. Lekermacki, 30 as a rookie. That's sick. Oh, boys, we are buzzing right now. The boys are buzzing. I want to see if we can pick up Jacob Trouba. Sergei Borovsky just got traded to the Pens, so that's crazy. But Jacob Trouba, he fits perfectly on the second pair and all penalty kill lines. I don't know how accurate that is, but if this is all we have to give up, I mean, I'm willing to make a trade for Jacob Trouba. Even if I have to give up my 5th and my 6th, I mean, it's completely worth it. You know what I'm... God damn it. Oh, man, this is going to be rough. I mean, we can get this done with Chicago's 4th right here. Jacob Trouba to the Vancouver Canucks. I never would have expected it, but we just did it, baby. The Winnipeg Jets are willing to take a 3rd round pick for Carson Soucy out of all people. But you know what? He's going to be our 8th defenseman. I don't think we need an 8th defenseman. This could come back to bite us. But an 83 speed, 80 offensive awareness defenseman in 2025, I will give up for a 3rd round pick. A 2nd round pick might be diabolical, but we are trading every single draft pick in this draft, and we're picking up Kevin Hayes. I don't know if this is worth it, but I'm willing to do it. I don't think it should cost that much. We have 2/3 next year, so we can trade a 4th, and I feel like that's a lot. So you know what? We're gonna try and finesse these 2 7th round picks. God damn it! Let's try and finesse this 1 7th round pick, and we have a deal, Pittsburgh. We picked up Kevin Hayes and Jacob Trouba. Very last move. We're not gonna be using Teddy Bluger, so you know what? I love you, man, but you're going to be shipped off to the New Jersey Devils. So you'll have a chance at the Cup as well. Did score 5 goals for us. But, yeah, you're getting shipped off, buddy. Thank you very much, though. Here's the new look lineup, man. We're going to put Lekermacki on the 2nd line next year, but Connor Garland's staying here for 1 more year. I don't know if he gets traded or not. Oh my god, my voice is still gone. Holy, but Kevin Hayes, 3rd line center, absolutely perfect. And then on defense, Jacob Trouba and Zeev Boyum. That is a elite pair. And now the power play, look at that, +4 right there for the top unit. 2nd unit, I mean, it's looking pretty good with the overalls at least. And then +5 on the top penalty kill. I think because of how young he is, we're going to see if Niels Hoglander... I don't think we've tried to change his scheme fit this year. And Niels Hoglander is going to be a future 2nd liner. And by the time we get more elite players, he can switch to a 3rd liner, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I really like that look right there. And then Lekermacki we don't need to change because his scheme fit's actually really good. The only other player is Quinn Hughes, but we already tried to change him this year. Fellas, 112 points for the Vancouver Canucks. We are so back, baby. We did not have a point per game scorer, which means our goalies were amazing. Demko and Shilovs. That is absolutely insane how well they did. Quinn Hughes and Hronek. Filip Hronek had 52 points. And Quinn Hughes had 78. So it looks like our power play was the reason we weren't that good. I mean, only 18 power play points from Quinn Hughes. Zeev Boyum was a +31 as a rookie. Eric Brandstrom, 27 points. Jacob Trouba did play 85 games, but with us, +8, 5 points. That is perfect. DeBrusk and Besser both had 77 points. Marco Rossi, 67. Charlie Coyle had 49. He's going to be a bit expensive, which is fine. Kevin Hayes, 48. I mean, he's not really on our team like he wasn't, but I mean, 10 points +7. Lekermacki as a rookie at 41. Hoglander, 41. This team is so nasty. Let's check out some league leader stats, man. Kochenkov, 46 wins. My voice is cooked, so this might be last season, especially if we make a deep run. But Demko, 8 shutouts, leads the NHL. Cole Eisherman, 81 points as a rookie, 42 goals. Ryan Leonard had 76 points. What? I mean, he shot it a decent amount. He just had a horrible shooting percentage. Gabe Perreault, 46 only, which is kind of crazy. Cale Makar had 95. Quinn Hughes, once again, 2nd in the Vezina because Cale Makar is on steroids. And Connor McDavid, 125 points. So our goals against and our penalty kill was absolutely insane. So our team defense is so nasty. We got 2nd in the entire NHL. But we didn't score that much. But look at this. The #1 defense in the entire league. And then look at this. The #1 penalty kill in the entire league. Oh man. We have the Chicago Blackhawks in round #1. I really think this team can make a run for it if we can get past this first round here. This is a tough round 1 matchup. We have Connor Bedard. Doesn't matter who else is on his team. No Glaze. They have Andrew Kopp. Oliver Moore is an 85 top 6 high at 21. What is going on? Tyler Bertuzzi there. They have Khrushchev on the fourth line. Philip Khrushchev on the fourth line is kind of crazy. Korchinski, Seth Jones. They have Alex Vlasic there. They have Provorov. This team is nasty, and they don't really have a goalie, but this power play is so nasty. We are down 3-0. That is so perfect. We are down 3-0. You know what? I'm not going to change anything. I don't care. I don't care if we lose, man. We have these first round picks from Boston. We're about to build a winner. But for some reason, they just absolutely destroyed us, and we are out again in the first round. That is sick. Thatcher Demko does win the Vezina Trophy. So, that is absolutely sick. So, the Colorado Avalanche win the cup, because of course they do. They're a cheat code in this game. Doesn't matter who they have. Washington gets the first overall pick, so they're going to get Gavin McKenna. I don't know if I do the draft right now or go to sleep. I have no clue. I mean, I guess we only have a couple picks, right? So might as well push through for the fellas, you know what I'm saying? In case I do call it quits, let's check out the awards. Colorado, New Jersey Stanley Cup Finals would be absolutely electric. Connor McDavid wins the Art Ross, but Barkov wins the Hart. That is sick. Cale Makar second, James Norris, Lady Bingos, Kucherov, Cole Eisherman wins the Calder, because of course he does. McKinnon gets that. Thatcher Demko wins the M. Jennings and the Vezina. That is sick. Chicago's coach, I mean, they did sweep us. Oh man, if this season actually felt like the Winnipeg Jets in real life. That is absolutely crazy. That being said, fellas, let's get into the NHL entry draft here in 2026. The Washington Capitals have the first overall pick. The number 9 pick is on the block, and my voice is still in shambles right now. But let's check this draft class. It's not necessarily the strongest draft class. There's a franchise potential player there. At number 9 is this guy, Diorio. I don't know if he's medium elite, but this guy is medium elite, so we could trade up to number 9 if we really wanted to, although I don't really know what we need. If we can trade our 2 first for Minnesota's first in 2028, so that's the Wild down, and they trade down. I feel like this is such an unrealistic trade. I mean, some of the trades we've done haven't been necessarily realistic, you know what I'm saying? We could trade Connor Garland. Trent Frederick could be moved. He is 28, making 2.4, although that's not a lot. But Dante Fabro is like the perfect guy to move here. This seems like such a doable trade, and the Wild are saying no. I guess they don't want to do this trade. We'll see if we can, throw in our last pick of this draft, and it doesn't work. I wonder if we can get 2027, and if not, we can just settle for like a second or something. But this would be sick. And it doesn't work. Alright, first, second, and third for Fabro, and 2 first-round picks. Okay, we did get a first and a second, which is nice, and we are picking at pick number 9, so let's head there right now and see what happened in this draft. Oh my god, my voice is gone. But Gavin McKenna, franchise potential, going to the Washington Capitals. Brendan Hudson, I don't even know. Nikolai Mazora, Oscar Anderson, Ivar Stenberg. I think this guy's actually real. He goes 5th overall to Ottawa. Keaton Verhoff. I feel like that guy's real too. Vigil Bork. There's no way that guy's real. Matthias Preston. Okay. But we are picking here at 9. Let's see what we can do. I don't know if Diorio is medium elite. I know these 4 guys are medium elite. Quickly, what we could use. We have a goalie. We don't really need a goalie, especially in the first round. We have a great defense. We could use a right shot defenseman, but that's not the biggest priority. Right wing, we're definitely set. Left wing, could use a couple of left wingers, and we could definitely use some centermen. So centerman and left wing, and I mean, we kind of need some size, right? Because Rossi's 5'9". Braden Coots, I mean, he's 6 foot. Ratty, I don't think he's that tall. DeBrusk is like a kind of a power forward. Hoglander's 5'9". Lakovic is 6'4", so that's sick. But I mean, Besser's not a big guy. Lekermaki's not a big guy, so we could use some more size up front. And I mean, there's 3 left wingers right here. If we're going for a left winger, The next center is Downey. Huh? Okay, there's no way this guy's franchise low. There is no way. But, you know what? There's no way this guy's elite high either. So I think we're just going to pick out of these three guys. I know all three are medium elite because this guy has to be made up. He is 5'9", though. I know we shouldn't draft for size, but I mean, he's more of a playmaker. We don't really need a goal scorer on that top line, but we want a guy who can kind of do both. And I mean, Rubrock is a sniper, though, so I don't know if I want that. Belches looks like a power forward. So you know what? The Vancouver Canucks with the 9th overall pick are going to select out of the Windsor Spitfires out of the OHL, Ethan Belches. Welcome to the squad, buddy. Alright, so Hayes, Trouba, Charlie Coyle, even Eric Brandstrom, we let him walk. We signed Tom Willander, 3 years at 1.2 mil. What a steal. And then Kiefer Sherwood, 1.6 mil. Like, we got a couple steals there. Oh, boys, we have to sign Quinn Hughes here. Oh my god, Quinn Hughes does not want an extension, and he wants 16.2. What? Like, I'm willing to pay him this money, but like, at least get it down to 15, man. You know what? Quinn Hughes, 14.5 mil. Am I willing to do that? I'm willing to pay 14. I don't think he'll accept that, though. You know what? He's our captain. He's the best player. He's a 96 overall. You barely get 96 overall players. He's going to be here until 33. He's not going to decline by then. So you know what? Quinn Hughes, I just offered a player 14.5 mil. Deal with it, guys. I'm absolutely cooked, by the way. That contract might come back to bite us in the ass. And Lekermacki doesn't want to stay either. Oh, God. Okay. That is not ideal. I mean, he's going to be a second-line player, so I'm willing to pay him like a second-line player. I'm willing to pay Lekermacki 7 mil, although he's not really going to accept that. Oh, are we going to have to go bridge with Lekermacki? You know what? 7x2? I'm willing to pay 7x2. Okay, so we have our goalies. We need 2 more defensemen. Preferably, 2 lefty, or a left and then a mixed. And then I mean on forward we have our first line still, second line Hoglander, Lekermacki. If we could find a second line center, that would be sick. We have Garland, Frederick. Okay, so we need like a second liner and then like a third line, either center or winger. Okay, so I mean, this is the least important of our signings, but Brett Kulak, our depth defenseman. Ryan McDonough, our third pair left defenseman, so that's perfect. So we can play Willander this year if we choose to. Callie Yarncroc also accepts to be our second line center. Quinn Hughes accepts our offer. We could have probably offered him less, but you know what? He is our captain. He's our best player by far. It's not even close. And then Lekermacki also signs. So that means for next year we are kind of cooked. But I don't really know. Let's see. For next year, fellas, we have a solid, was that 7 million cap space next year? I mean, we have a decent amount of contracts. We have Zeev Boyum's contract coming up. That's pretty much the only big one, though, which is nice. And Chilov's. But, you know what? You guys are going to find out if we are cooked in the next video. See you guys next video.